to the ocean. I will be your guide. Follow me for an amazing trip.
Do you know what sound it is? This is how whales communicate across the vast distance in the ocean. Imagine if you and your long-distance partner had this ability.
Oh, how lovely. Maybe not.
So today we'll explore the evolution of balance whales, the Mystaceti, and how they become the ocean gentle giants.
Whales belong to the order Cetacea, which is divided into two main suborders, Odontocetes, toothed whales, and Mystacetes, baleen whales. Odontocetes, such as dolphins and porpoise, sperm whales, and augurs, are characterized by their teeth and echolocation abilities, which help them hunt fish, squid, and other prey. In contrast, Mystacetes, including blue whales, humpback whales, and right whales, lack teeth, and instead, they have baleen plates that allow them to feed on small organisms like krill and plankton. These two groups have distinct adaptations that suit their feeding strategies and lifestyles, contributing to their success in diverse marine environments.
Balance whales, Mystaceti, are the largest animal on Earth. The blue whale, Baleen muscula, for example, can grow up to 30 meters, around 98 feet long, and weigh nearly 200 tons. They are found in all the world oceans, from the Arctic to the Antarctic, and they can dive to depths of over 500 meters. It's around 1,640 feet. These marine giants use their blowholes to breathe and migrate across the vast distance in search of food. The baleen whales don't have teeth.
You mean like this?
No. It's not like that. I mean, whales don't have teeth, but they have the baleen plates, which are made of keratin, the same material as our fingernail, to filter feed on the tiny marine organisms. They take in the water containing the food and then use the baleen plates to trap the prey while expelling the water.
Do you know how they evolved to dominate the sea? Believe it or not, whales evolved from land-dwelling mammals. We all know that many animals have evolved from aquatic to terrestrial life over millions of years, adapting to new environments through gradual changes. One example is early lizard ancestors, which evolved from water to land environment. But this giant guy makes a difference.
Get back to the ocean. Why not?
Around 50 million years ago, their ancestors were hoofed animals called artiodactyls, related to modern whales hippos. One of the earliest known whale ancestors was Pachyscides, a land animal that lived near rivers in what is now Pakistan, and they fed on fish. Over time, semi-aquatic species like Ambulocetus, the walking whale, adapted to life in water, developing webbed feet and a more sting-like body. As their descendants became increasingly dependent on aquatic life, they moved from freshwater to coastal environments and eventually to the open ocean. This migration allowed whales to spread across the world's oceans, adapting to different habitats and food sources along the way.
As whales transitioned to a fully aquatic lifestyle, their skeletons underwent a major changes. Early ancestors like Ambulocetus still have a functional leg, but over time, the hind limb strength and eventually disappear. In species like Rhodocetus, small vestigial hind limbs remain, but they were no longer used for walking. Modern balance whales have a streamlined body with a powerful flippers, which is the evolutionary adaptation of their forelimbs, a large tail flunked for propulsion, and a flexible ribcage to withstand deep dives. These skeleton adaptations make them more efficient swimmer and a deep diver.
Baleen whales evolved in response to multiple environmental factors, including water, nutrition, temperature, and biotic interactions. Their transition to the ocean required adaptations to buoyancy, oxygen intake, and body insulation. The development of baleen allowed them to fiddle feed, taking in thousands of small prey in one gulp. Migration patterns changed as they adapted to ocean currents and food availability.
As whales moved into marine environments, they adapted to life in salt water. They developed efficient kidneys to regulate salt levels and a thick layer of blubber for buoyancy and insulation. Their diet evolved from eating fish to future feeding on the krill and planktons.
I changed my diet, but I'm still fat.
Baleen plates become a crucial adaptation, enabling them to remove a tiny prey from the water and consume a large amount of food with a minimal energy.
Temperature has played a key role in shaping baleen whale evolution. According to Bachmann's rule, animals in colder environments tend to be larger because a bigger body size helps retain heat by reducing surface area relative to volume. As global temperatures change over millions of years, whales evolved larger body size, which helped them retain heat better in colder waters.
Yeah, I'm fat not because I eat a lot. I'm fat because of the temperature.
Seasonal migrations developed as a way to take advantage of warm breeding areas and cold feeding grounds. However, modern climate change may force whales to adjust their migration routes and feeding habits.
Competition and predator-prey dynamics also influence baleen whales' evolution. Early baleen whales had to compete with toothed whales and a large marine predator for food. Their future feeding strategy allowed them to exploit an abundant but previously underutilized food source, tiny krill and plankton, minimizing competition. They also play a role in the marine ecosystem by fertilizing the ocean with their waste, which support the plankton growth. Isn't it nice if your poop is so useful? Baleen whales are found in every major ocean, but their migration patterns vary.
Some species, like the grey whale, migrate thousands of kilometers between feeding and breeding grounds. Their ability to adapt to different ocean environments has helped them survive for millions of years. However, modern challenges, such as climate change and human activity, threaten their future. Despite their long evolutionary history, baleen whales face new dangers today. Climate change affects ocean temperatures and food availability, while pollution and overfishing disrupt their ecosystems. Commercial whaling once pushed many species to the brink of extinction, though conservation efforts have helped populations recover. However, some baleen whales remain endangered. The North Atlantic right whale, Eubelina glacialis, North Pacific right whale, Eubelina japonica, blue whale, Balaenoptera musculus, and sei whale, Balaenoptera borealis, are all listed as endangered species. The question remains, will baleen whales survive the next century, or are they at risk of disappearing forever?
From walking on land to ruling the ocean, baleen whales had undergone an incredible evolutionary journey. Their story reminds us of the power of adaptation, but also the fragility of the life in changing environments. Protecting these magnificent creatures is crucial for our future generation to witness their beauty.
And thank you, Kategi.
Bye-bye!